Everyone, like I said yesterday's video, today is going to be a tad different. Currently at my CrossFit gym right now. I'm about to go in and hit a probably pretty gnarly conditioning piece. I haven't decided if I'm going to film this or not. I kind of need to talk to my coach and see how she feels about it first, but she's okay with it, and if that's what you guys want, I will definitely do some filming of it. It's not my priority. My priority is more the strength side of these videos, but hey, I'm here to please all of you. Repping my wife's alma mater today, Southern Illinois Salukis. So yeah, we're gonna go get this in and get after it, and I'll see y'all later for the strength piece. All right, got in there, got my CrossFit conditioning piece done. It's about 94, 95 out here today with the heat index, and it was rough. It was 5 rounds per time of 500-meter rows and 10 bench press, which after hitting chest and shoulders yesterday, it got a little spicy, but I got in there, I got my conditioning done, so on to the strength later. All right, just got to the gym, about to rip some heavy deadlifts and the accessories that I like doing with it, so let's go. All right, so starting with my warm-up, you're gonna notice that my pull day and my leg day warm-ups are pretty close to the same. I start with 10 on each side of these bird dogs, and I'm really focusing on stretching out that leg and getting a good squeeze in the hamstrings and glutes to get those nice and warmed up. Uh, from here on after this, I will do then something different on leg day, which is what I call donkey kicks, just to help warm up the hip flexor muscles for getting into those deeper squats. But on pull day after this, I go to bridges. And I usually do single leg of those as well, so 10 at a time, focusing on driving those hips up, getting a good squeeze in the posterior chain and getting that lower back warmed up. Seems like for things that ache the most getting ready to go for lifting, it's the lower back is usually what for me needs warmed up the most for deadlifts. What will either make or break my sets on that. But from the single leg bridges, then I will do these hamstring squats. So really trying to get as deep as I can and as high up with keeping my chest against my quads, get that full range of motion stretch. I'll do these on leg days as well. But the only thing really different on my pull day warm-ups is, as you'll see, is I do, oh, I guess I didn't film that, my apologies. I do rotations to really warm up the back and bang from a bar. So this is my first set of warm-up deadlifts. Did 10 of them at 135, and I don't know if it's all the other deadlift variations I've done on leg days now, but the bar has never felt this good. So then at the top here, I'm holding it for 10 to 15 seconds just to make sure my grip is warmed up and primed and ready to go for the heavier deadlifts. So then now this is my second set of deadlifts. You can see the bar is still moving pretty decently. Um, I was having a really good day with it. I was feeling good. My grip was there. My pulling power was there. I couldn't have been happier with how it was going so far. And my third set is obviously the AMRAP set, the goal of 6 to 8 reps. I ended up hitting 10 reps easier than I think I ever have. So I'm pretty excited about that. I was gonna try to do 11 or 12 after I got to 10 and it was still going good, but you'll see that my grip gave out, so I can't complain there. If my grip would have stayed in for that 11th rep, I definitely could have pulled it. I would have still had the pulling power to do it, but all in all, I'm happy with the 10 reps. From there, from the deadlifts, I went on to bent over rows. This is something that I don't do a lot of, and I never really have. So I didn't really know how much weight to use. Um, for a while, a year or so ago, I was doing pin lay rows as an accessory, which is when you do the same thing, but it's from the floor each rep. So like I said, I wasn't really sure on how much to use. I ended up doing 135 for this for 4 sets of 6 to 8. I ended up going probably too light. I ended up doing all sets for 8 reps pretty easily. I ended up even, I thought about adding weight, but I really wanted to focus on the form and getting good quality rows without using too much momentum to get them up. So I ended up slowing down the reps on the filler sets. And so the next thing I did was barbell curls, and this again was 4 sets of 6 to 8. I believe I did 8, 8, 6, 8, 8, 7, 6, I believe, on the sets for that. So that went pretty well. Yeah, I ended up doing, I think, 85 pounds for this, going to almost failure on every set. So happy with how that turned out as well. These I'm not so much worried as if I start leaning into them to get the curl up, as long as I can control it down. Uh, kind of do, if I do more of a cheat curl for the last rep or two, I'm okay with it. Um, but all in all, these sets went pretty good too. I'm happy with how this workout turned out. Gotta roll up the sleeves to get the pump cover off to show the arms if you're doing curls. I think that's state law. I think this was my last set of this. So I think I ended up only getting 6 reps on this one. Nice and slow down. First isolation movement I enjoy doing is single arm lat pull down. So I normally would do this from a seated position, whether it's on a lat pull down machine or sitting reverse on an incline bench. So putting my chest against the back pad. Um, but I really like going from a pronated grip like that into a supinated grip. Really helps me get the squeeze and stretch on the lats. Uh, I was shooting for 3 sets of 6 to 12 on each arm. I always end up, any sort of isolation movement, I always start with my weaker side, which is the left side, just so I can get that extra work and more focus on that side. Uh, I didn't have access to the lat pull down machine or a bench in this one, as there were some other people in the gym that day using them at that time. So I ended up doing a kneeling variation of it like this, and can't really decide if I like it or not. I feel like I use a little less of the twisting and momentum on the reps if I'm seated with my chest against the back pad. So from here on out, if I can, I'm gonna find a way to do it with some sort of support so I don't use as much twisting momentum to get the reps. Knees, I ended up doing 12, 12, 10 on each arm. So I was right there in the ballpark of the good weight to get some kind of towards the higher end of the rep scheme. Since I'm doing heavier weighted pull-ups, if I can stay on the higher rep scheme of the isolation movements of like this, I'm happy. So I think I ended up doing 70 pounds on these. So next week, up the weight some more. This is my final uh, movement of the day. Just some single arm dumbbell hammer curls. Trying to focus on uh, not getting too much swing or momentum on them. But this was my last day, and it was a hot day, even in the gym. So I was really just trying to finish the workout by this point. Normally, I have no issues with any sort of curling movement, but they just, by this point in the day, it wasn't happening anymore. So this is my first pull day of the week. Second pull day will have weighted pull-ups and some power cleans, some other isolation movements. So look forward to seeing you all there, and hope you enjoyed the video. I'd like to do this more often and get some more views and subscribers on my channel. So spread the word, please, and like and subscribe. Have a good day, y'all. Just got done with day 3 pull day Deadlifts went absolutely amazing. Ended up getting 10 reps on my AMRAP set, and then got a pretty decent back and bicep pump from the accessory work. So all in all, it's a better day than yesterday, and only way to go from here is up. Stay positive. See y'all tomorrow.